The next question we have is from Carla, and she is asking how to treat childhood eczema on her child's legs. Very common, Carla, so let's go. So first thing that we would do, if it's flared up, I would use, depending on the age of your child, Carla, and even for an infant, I would be using a low-dose cortisone-based cream to relieve the redness and inflammation. So you can get that from the pharmacy, you can get some from the doctor as well on prescription. So I would use a low-dose cortisone cream to settle down the redness and inflammation. What we would then also do is to keep the environment nice and hydrated. We would start to use a very simple moisturizer 2 or 3 times a day, actually more often than that, every couple of hours, I beg your pardon. And the moisturizer will keep that area nice and moist and hydrated. You can get products in the pharmacy that are quite oily and sticky and which work really, really well, especially behind the legs. We'd also ensure that we use a soap-free wash. So typically with children, if you're giving them a bath or a shower, we would use an soap-free oil to cleanse the area. Oils are really good because they retain the moisture but cleanse the area as well. So they were the first 3 things that I would use. Cortisone-based cream, using a very good simple moisturizer every couple of hours, making sure you're avoiding soap onto that area. The next things that we need to do is try and figure out what's causing the eczema. I would start with the obvious things, looking at what's in the diet. It's a matter of elimination. Dairy can be a pretty big culprit. Sugars as well. I would also be recommending probiotics. Again, yeah, probiotics are great. They start to rejig the immune system in the gut and try and dampen the response that your child may be having to whatever allergen is in their system. I would also, depending on the age as well, fish oils work really, really well. They work really well in reducing the inflammation, but also maintaining that the skin on the top few levels is nice and hydrated, and that it's started to heal up really, really quickly. The only time I would not use a cortisone cream is when the skin is broken, so you just need to be aware of that. So if the skin is broken, Carla, your child's skin is broken behind the legs, we would want to heal it up first with just using a regular moisturizer, as I was talking about. And then once the broken skin is healed up, then we can use some cortisone for the redness and inflammation as well. If it's severely bad, you would need to go to the doctor and then get referrals on to a dermatologist as well, who then can start using some heavy-duty stuff. And in some cases, we may, on instruction from the doctor, need to compound some medication for you. So, hopefully that gave you some help there as well, Carla. So, if you're reluctant to use cortisones, I can understand and appreciate that. You don't need to. However, if you still are, you can get some really good natural preparations, which have got really good anti-inflammatory properties and hydrating properties there as well. So just come in and see us. There's a whole suite of options that we can use and you can use confidently as well. Great. All done. Thanks for tuning in.